show, the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast. Happy Hump Day. I'm sitting down with someone that I've had the joy of slumbering with. Lauren Elizabeth, day 2, final day of XLE.
Final day. I mean, it's been such a joy to be in Florida. I don't even want to leave.
It's nice, right? And we've been having a really nice, relaxing time. But you're a mama. Like, you're on, you're on a work trip.
Work trip. It was bachelorette, then work trip, right. And two totally different versions of Florida. One was insane. This one was much more relaxing. And I got to rot last night.
Mm-hmm. You went to sleep early.
I went to sleep at like 8:15. I didn't even hear the boys go down.
Yeah, you went down like before that.
I think I went down faster than both of your children. But it's been so nice. Very humid here. Mm-hmm. I am excited to return to like dry land.
Yeah.
Very, very like landlocked over in the Midwest. But it's been fabulous. I don't know if we're going to strike gold twice today.
I think that we will.
Yesterday was a great episode. I got lots of good feedback.
Okay, good.
And so I'm almost like I should have like faked sick this morning and been like so crazy I have to go home.
But it's so funny. I feel like most people who do one episode, they're like, rats, I wish I said this or I talked about that. So like if you have any lingering thoughts, you have the opportunity to share them today.
Yeah, I don't think I like need like any like follow-ups. I think I got so many messages being like, no, like, don't worry. Like, there's so many mamas that are also brides. And I'm like, no, that's great. Like, I didn't think that I was like the only one, but I'm happy that there's a mama bride community. Mm-hmm. So I found my people through yesterday's episode.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. But I think we're going to do a good job today. I feel rested.
We have a lot to talk about today. There are a lot of stories that require our attention.
For sure.
I also am all the way caught up on Love Island. I watched last night and I have a lot of thoughts. So I'm going to try and sneak in a little recap at the end of the stories.
Okay, at the end of the stories.
I'm not going to do it in the beginning because I know not everyone's caught up, not everyone even watches, and neither do you. So like end of the stories, TV recap, little Love Island, little update, and that will be really fun. But the breaking news, 2 things that are breaking this morning that we'll get into. Meghan Markle's podcast.
Yes.
It's going to be really hard for me to sit on my hands until the Fast 5, but I'm going to do my best.
I know. We're going to try. We have to do a little bit of banter, even though we've spent like every waking moment together.
Bantering. We literally commuted together here. Yeah. Oh, and we went to Starbucks. So we've literally been in the car talking for 30 minutes. But I do think all the things that we said in the car, we would not say on the show. Yeah.
You don't think?
I don't think
you don't want to continue conversating about my ovulation on the toast?
Your IUD. Your business.
You don't want to pull out my IUD live on the podcast? That's crazy.
That like kind of happened on Love Island. They found like the viewers saw an IUD on the ground.
I saw that. Was that actually an IUD?
I don't know.
Because it looks pretty much exactly what an IUD looks like.
Right. And like one person did have sex.
There's no way. You had to get so far up the cervix.
No. I'm sorry. The IUD thing happened like 1 or 2 weeks ago. That's what.
Oh, okay.
And then like someone had sex like last week. So maybe she doesn't know she lost her IUD. And I don't know why I'm saying that it's her, but I'm just saying like the odds.
Like, and I feel like a lot of chills down my spine. I can't.
The person who it was is a mama.
The mamacita.
She's a mommy. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people get IUDs after they have a baby.
Well, yeah, because I think it's like you're so like traumatized. I was like, put it in me immediately. I was like, I don't even want to chance it, and I don't trust myself. I would have been like, you know what? It's not that bad. Let's have another one. Couldn't do it. Too vain. Have to be skinny for the wedding.
Because that would be the majorest plot twist of the season if her IUD fell out and then we saw her have sex.
Yeah. And then she's a mama again.
No, stop. That's crazy. That's not even what I came on here to say about Love Island, but that's just like a conspiracy theory that's very plausible.
Well, I tried to watch, like obviously this doesn't have anything to do with the recap, so I'll just say it now. But like I tried to watch... Because I watch things like a Gen Zer. Like, I'll watch, like, the clips on TikTok.
Okay.
And so, since you're, like, so into Love Island, I was talking to your husband, Zach, last night. And he was like, should we start it? And I was like, I tried last season. And I was like, what is this show? Like, it sucks. No offense. Like, I just couldn't get into because, like, the first few episodes suck.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it literally took this season until episode 10 for people to be hooked.
And that's 10 hours of your life.
Minimum. More. Some of them are more than an hour.
Right. So I was like, okay, on TikTok, you can do, like, the 2 times speed. Do you know this? How you can, like, hold down the heart? Well, I know you can't do it on Reels.
No, but on WhatsApp, I can 1.5x people's videos and voice notes.
Well, so I literally...
Yeah, I use WhatsApp. I'm very, very
so
international.
Cultured.
I'm so cultured.
So cultured. Well, I held down the heart to watch the Love Island where... I think it was like last night's episode or like 2 nights ago episode. And it seemed like so dramatic. People were like, oh my God, we're watching this girl crash out. I'm like, yeah, like I want to see this. The amount of like the person going home.
The boy that I have chosen to couple up with.
I was watching it on 2 times speed. And it took me 60 seconds to get to the and then nothing happened. I was like, you guys are watching this on regular speed?
No,
you're crazy.
I need 2 times speed on my TV. When I am like binge watching to catch up, I fast forward through like, even if it's 45 seconds of being like, the boy I've chosen to couple up is someone who I really enjoy spending time with. And then they finish their monologue and then they're like, and the boy I've chosen to couple up with is, and it really grinds my gears that they call them boys. Like I've been saying this for years. They like the word boy is just so like infantile and weird to me.
Yeah.
And like Ariana Maddox being like, who's the boy you want to, and I'm like, excuse me? Like it's children.
Because like
it should be the guy.
Yeah, the guy. But back
guys
in the day,
and girls.
like The Bachelor, they called them men, I think.
Certainly not boy.
Yeah,
certainly not.
They didn't
boy.
say boy, but they also like you could tell that it was editing, like on The Bachelor, where they would like drag it out and they get like
say
the reactions.
woman on The Bachelor. They say the woman,
but like on Love Island,
what
I
do
was
you
like,
say? The women.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go again. Let everyone fucking
Round
buckle
2.
up.
Ding,
Round
ding,
2.
ding.
Round 2. Ding, ding, ding. Today on The Toast, let's talk about what Lauren did wrong again. I never said woman. You went on your podcast, one of the biggest podcasts, might I add.
Thank you.
Grinds my gears that people are getting on like the cover of Variety and shit, and it's not you guys, but whatever.
Chip.
I don't even feel, Chip's in.
I
have a chip for you.
Chip by osmosis.
Like chip by osmosis. But you guys got on your large platform, you were like, Lauren Elizabeth doesn't know the difference between woman and woman. What the fuck are you? I know I'm dumb.
No. And I texted you after that episode, and I know you listened to every episode, so you were going to hear it. And I felt really bad that I said that, especially because it wasn't even my experience hearing you say it wrong. I just remember one time we were like clowning on people who confuse.
It was me like 3 episods in a row.
No. Let me tell you, and this is why like I'm totally apologetic, and I feel really bad because I feel like a troll because. We like people. There are a lot of people that do that. They do that on reality shows all the time. People who don't know like the difference between woman and women, or like at least sounds the same when they're saying it. Real Housewives, Love Island, whatever. And we were talking about it on The Toast, and I think someone commented like, "Your girl Lauren Elizabeth does that," and it just like got in my head that like my girl.
Is it because
Lauren
I say it, or do I type it wrong?
I would imagine say. I feel like when you're typing it, it's easier to get it right because it's obviously like singular versus plural. But what people say it and it just like comes out wrong.
But maybe it's my accent because I talk like Chicago, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you find that I don't even know if you do it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I've never even heard you do it. I just was like.
Well, now after that episode, I literally I'm afraid I type girl.
But maybe that's why on Love Island they call them the girls because they don't know if everyone could say the woman.
No, yeah, like when I'm typing, I'm like, oh my God, like I usually like don't care. I'm like, you're like no apostrophe, like whatever. And now all of a sudden I'm like, no, like you guys have put me in the limelight. I'm like, I have to be grammatically correct all the time.
I'm really sorry.
Like, oh, sorry, I didn't go to college. My bad.
Oh, you didn't because you were having such success at an early age.
Such success at an early age. Oh my God. Look at me still with chipping my way to the top.
What kind of college do you think you would have went to if you went to college? Like
I did go for 2 seconds. I went to Columbia College in Chicago, not to be mistaken with Columbia University. And then I realized, no offense to everyone, I was like, these are all freaks. I was like,
at Columbia College.
Well, because it was like artsy people, and like as much as I'm artsy on the inside, like on the outside, I not so much. And I was like, I don't really fit in here. I needed something a little more like university experience, and so then I switched to DePaul, which is also in Chicago, and then. The success came, and I had to take my talents to Los Angeles.
You got too big for DePaul.
I was too big for the small liberal arts school at DePaul.
You went from DePaul to the Paul brothers.
Actually, whoa.
Did you ever work with the Paul brothers?
Oh yeah, we worked together. I did.
In what capacity?
I was friends with that. I was friends with Logan, and I was in his movie Airplane Mode that never like really shot to stardom or anything. And he was on Betch, the show we talked about yesterday. He was on Betch all the time. time. The Betches didn't love working with him, though. He was always late to set, which is like big faux pas.
Did you watch Paul American?
I didn't, but I've always said like Logan's always been like so nice to me, probably because we were friends,
right?
So like I've never like really had an issue with him because he's always treated me very like, and even like he asked me to be in his movie, he treated me great on set. His mom was there, fabulous guy.
Okay,
but
good.
I watch Paul American in clips. Like that's my Gen Z trait.
I can't watch stuff in clips because a part of me is always like, well, I might watch this one day and I don't want it spoiled for myself.
I watch everything in clips. Because Margot was saying that when she was on the show last week or the other week. She was like, oh, I watch it in clips on TikTok. Like that's where I like relate to the younger generation.
Okay, that's good. At least it keeps you abreast. And if you're not going to watch Love Island, like you might as well know what we're talking about.
I'm watching it in clips.
You might as well know what we're talking about.
I'm watching it in clips. I know what you're talking about. So, like, I'm here. I know who Huda is. Not to be confused with Huda Beauty.
No, but it's also pronounced Huda.
Huda? Mm-hmm. Huda.
Like Huda, woulda, shoulda.
Huda, woulda, shoulda. See? Woman.
Yeah.
Huda.
Huda. Yeah. I'm
learning so much.
It's an adjustment, but it's Huda. And we will talk about that later. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about, which is not a story, is that Targel Musa was on TikTok Live last night.
Oh, I didn't watch with sound. What was that?
Oh, my God. So I guess someone in the comments like asked him about the toast, and he was like, "The toast, what is that?" He's like, "Is that girl that's always roasting me?" Shut up. And he was like, "That shit is so funny." He was like, "I wish it was not about me, but it's so funny." He literally took it like a champ. We have no choice but to stand. Like that's the way to handle like internet, like you know the sort of I don't even know what it's called. 'Cause it's not like hate that we give him, but just like
I can relate because you guys do it to
like
me.
we just like shine a spotlight on him. Like we've made him like the butt of the joke, and like he like embracing it is like the quickest way to diffuse it because now like we love him. I know Claudia, I didn't talk to her about it yet, and she literally commented, "No, I love him." And that's the reaction I had too. Like someone who can take a fucking joke. Yeah. It's so refreshing.
No, I'm like obsessed. I didn't watch it with sound. I just saw her story saying like, "No, I love him." And I'm like, what's happening?
No, he was just like, that shit is so funny. Like they literally roast me.
Well, because she roasted him. She roasted him like 2 days ago or whatever on TikTok saying like baby names I loved but didn't use.
Right.
With like Tarek. Oh my God. Now I can't talk. Now I can't. You guys.
Maybe the commenter
so
was
much for having.
Maybe the commenter was onto something.
Oh my God! I have to go home.
No, it's okay. I can't talk either. I don't know why I'm acting like I was
reading your
right.
children book last night, and I would like actually felt like I was stroking out.
I thought that sometimes I feel like that too when I'm reading a book. I'm like, do I know how to read?
Well, I was also like, I don't know like how I know your kids are very intelligent, but I was pulling a fast one on them last night because they kept like handing me books and I would read the first sentence of every page. I was like, you think I'm reading you the fucking entire Nutcracker right now? I was like, Harry, sit down. The Nutcracker went to bed. The Nutcracker woke up. He loved it. Like
Cliff's Notes.
Like literally spark noted my way through that shit last night.
That's so funny. I only do
Toddler Hack.
For a couple of their books are really insufferable. Like there's
the Nutcracker was insufferable last night.
I enjoy the Nutcracker, especially because there's a part of me, we've read it so many times, and there are so many different versions of it, because it's like, you know, an old Russian story that then was set to music. It's like been passed down through generations that the story has changed so much. And like a part of me like can't wrap my head around like, what is this fucking story about? So like every time I read the book, I'm like, I want to finally understand the moral of the story, because she wakes up and the Nutcracker is a doll again. So does it mean that the whole thing was a dream when she was like...
That's what I gathered.
I don't know.
Was that she was dreaming, because the mom kept gaslighting her. Every time she woke up, she'd be like, oh, you have a crazy imagination. She's like, no, Mom, you don't understand.
But like, was it just a dream? Because that's my pet peeve, hearing about people's dreams.
Nutcracker.
And that's what the Nutcracker is.
That is the Nutcracker. But I think you're thinking of the other Nutcracker book, the one that's like the big one. It doesn't have a lot of pictures.
Does it have like
that's
why illustrations?
Like it's barely
like, it's
though.
Like abstract.
And like Harry wanted me to.
It's from Theo Schwartz. Yeah.
So I was spark noting that shit.
No,
so I don't really know like if it was a dream or not.
That one's a dense read.
Yeah, I didn't have time for that.
There are a couple of their books that like they have this like Thomas the Train book that's like the Golden books.
Yeah,
love Golden books. There's a couple like versions of Golden Books that are so fucking bad. Like Thomas the Train, Claudia hates the Sandman one. I think we threw that one away so that like nobody has to read it anymore. And when I'm reading those, I'm like, I try and skip a sentence here and there, but I'm like, what if it's germane to the story?
No, I could like once I realized what was happening with the Nutcracker last night, I was like, and we're breezing through now.
Okay,
we're breezing through.
Do what you got to do.
But I think he still loved it and got the gist of it.
I didn't hear any complaints. It was very quiet during Lauren Elizabeth's story hour.
I know. I mean, I did have a pretty captive audience last night.
You really did.
I did. I'm gonna miss them.
So they had no issue with your pronunciations.
No, I mean Tarek.
Tarek.
But
it's really funny coming from me, considering I get everyone's name wrong.
Well, yeah, and you guys also like pronounce things weird because you have accents.
We have accents, and then we pronounce things wrong one time, but we prefer it that way, elk, and then we're just like, seriously, not speaking English.
Yeah. So, I mean, I pretty much fit in here, but I think I am on Tarek's like level of like roasting and trolling. So I think I go into his bucket a little bit too.
In terms of what?
And you guys make fun of me all the time.
Do we?
Kind
I feel
of.
like I'm always like gassing you up. Like, Lauren Elizabeth, she's so cool. She's so aesthetic. She's got that eye. I got a delivery of peaches yesterday. Shout out to the peach truck. And I took a picture of them to post on my Instagram, and it actually turned out to be a parchy picture. But I was actually thinking, I was like, while you're in my house, like sometimes I get like, I want to take like product pictures of whatever, and like it just looks like shit. And I'm like, I should ask you for a tutorial of like how to take a picture.
We could do a tutorial after this. I feel like it's pretty good. And I know
can you show me how you would take a picture of like those 3 items right there? Your coffee,
these 3 ugly items.
your coffee, your sunglasses, and your little pouch. Like, how would you make that?
Can you see?
Yeah, let's get the camera on her. Okay, bring the exposure down. I do that. And then Zach's like, why are your photos so dark? I'm like, Zach, it's what the cool kids are doing.
I would do something like that. But it's obviously like not an aesthetic situation. It's not great.
No, but it's not bad.
But it's like better than like this. It's better. Sorry to the podcast listeners.
It's better than that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll put it on Instagram story so you guys can all experience it.
So I feel like I'm always gassing up. Like, you have the eye, you have the aesthetic, you're the cool girl. Like,
thank you. That was me like secretly fishing for compliments. But sometimes you just need it.
It was successful because you made me feel bad and like it bad enough that I
do that a lot. Like, my friends actually get mad at me because I'll even like do it like to their moms.
Victim energy.
I'll be like,
to their moms?
Friend, yeah, like my friend Jacqueline was like making fun of my outfit, and so I like pretended to go pout upstairs at her parents' house, and her mom's like, Carolyn's like, oh my God, like, Lauren, are you okay? I'm like, Jacqueline's being so mean to me. She said I look like a painter. Like, they're all just being so mean to me downstairs. And then she got in trouble we're all 30.
She got in trouble the next day. Like, I don't like someone that makes fun of your outfit. Like, I just feel like that's so losery. Sorry,
she was like,
Jacqueline.
You look like a painter.
What, you were probably wearing like a
all
rock
white.
coverall. Like,
all white. No, I was just wearing a white shirt and white linen pants, and I took my sweater off, and she was like, you look like a painter. But like, those things like stick with me. I wore white on white again.
That's nasty. I just want to say, like, that's fucking nasty.
Jacqueline, you're nasty.
And it's not like she did it like for a podcast, like, you know, for a bit, like woman and women. Like, we're here, like, it's for
we were relaxing in
like
the basement.
A goal. Like, she's just roasting
I'm
you for
like
nothing.
always the butt of a joke. Like, I don't know if you ever experienced, like, ever since like high school, like I feel like it's always like, maybe it's because I can take it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Can you? It feels like you can.
That's the thing.
No, but you can in the sense
and it's like
that
also having all brothers. It's like it's always like Lauren, and then it's like I secretly like go cry.
You can take it in the sense that you don't hold a grudge. You know,
yeah,
you're not like a hateful person.
No, but like
but you do get hurt.
Yes.
So it's not so good.
It's not so
It's
good.
not her favorite one.
It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite one. Similar to the Nutcracker.
But do you roast anyone out? Like, do you dish it out?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
like it's just like there.
What had you said to Jacqueline prior that day?
I do make fun of Jacqueline a lot, so it makes sense. That's like my love language, though. It's like if I'm not making fun of you, like what are we doing?
I feel 2 ways. On one hand, like we make fun of everyone and everything. Like Markle literally can't say the word "par strong" like 20 years ago without us holding on to it. But on the other hand, like I'm not a taunter.
No, but it's just like funny stuff. Like, I don't know. I can't think of an example.
Something's just like, I find that they're mean, like to calling you a painter. Like, I find that
No,
mean.
I find it to be
mean.
mean. And also, like, I'm sorry, but like, do people not follow me on Instagram for my outfits? Like, maybe I'm onto something.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Like, maybe painting is in.
Yeah,
I don't
but the
know.
thing is, it's like if you clap back at Jacqueline so hard, she would just be like, girl, I was kidding. Like, sit. Like, you can't win. You can't win.
I can never win.
Because either you have to just, like, take it and be a loser, and if you try and fight back, it's like, wait, why'd you take that so personally?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It's bad, but whatever.
So stop talking to her.
I was on her Bachelorette this weekend.
Okay, yeah, she sucks. No, I'm kidding. We're sisters. And is she a Jacqueline or a Jacqueline?
Jacqueline.
No, I'm kidding. I love you. I'm seriously kidding. Okay, well, let's get into the fast life stories because we have a lot to talk about, and we need XLE's thoughts. Mm-hmm. I'll never stop calling you XLE.
I was going to say people that are like new here probably like have no idea why you call me XLE.
Like back in the day, you had a brand called XLE,
yeah,
and that's pretty much the long and short of it.
That's it.
And I still have a lot.
And now
a lot of items in my closet for our XLE.
So does everyone that has had them. Still has them.
Yeah,
like, I make a good product.
They were built to last.
Chip, I make a good product.
No, I believe you. Everyone's talking about your marble pill tray.
Yeah, we went viral on the TikTok. Marble pill case shipping out third-party tested, safe to store your stuff. But if you want to have Pargy pill case, if you're mentally ill like me, go to LaurenElizabethShop.com.
She's always serving the mentally ill community.
Oh, I'm sorry. God forbid a girl has autoimmune disease and mental illness.
No, I love that you're like taking like your pills.
Take it in stride.
Your crazy pills. And they're your power.
Taking my power back, and I made it cute.
Okay, well, now it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you that do need to know, and I that do need to let you know that today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. As two mamas here, we love a great diaper, and Huggies is the only leading brand with all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. So all the parents out there know that there is nothing worse than a blowout. Now, if you're unfamiliar with a blowout, that's really amazing for you. It's when the mess does not stay within the confines of the diaper. So just use your imagination on that. And that's really disruptive, especially like in the middle of the night. You have to change the diaper, of course, the clothes, maybe the sheets. Like it just throws a wrench into everything. And it's best when the mess stays within the confines of the diaper, which is what Huggies Little Snugglers are known for. You shouldn't have to live your life worrying about how you'll deal with the next inevitable blowout. Ease your blowout anxiety by switching to Huggies Little Snugglers. And here's the thing, every once in a while, like you're going to have a blowout, but you really shouldn't be having that many. So if you are, check your diapers and maybe make the swap to Huggies Little Snugglers, because Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak-proof with blowout protection in the front and back on sizes 1 and 2. So that's really the age where these said blowouts will happen. You can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. That's Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction. I love a rhyme. Sizes 1 and 2. Huggies, we got you, baby. Huggies is really one of those baby brands that you can trust, and we love Huggies here at The Toast. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Booking.com. Booking that, yeah. From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., Booking.com has the ideal summer stay for absolutely anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. Whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your picky teens, or your sleep light, rise early mom, you can find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. So as I've shared, my needs for travel and stay and accommodations are very unique to me. And when I have those things, it will make my trip better. I'm able to enjoy myself more. If my kids are getting a great night's sleep, if I'm getting a great night's sleep, I'll also being able to watch TV in the other room for a little bit, while also be able to put like some fresh fruits in the fridge, like just all of these things that make our life easier. We could have snack in the room. We could have a dishwasher, please. Like I love that. And it's just going to make your vacation what a vacation is meant to be, which is enjoyable and fun and worry-free. So Booking.com is there for all of those personalizations and customizations, whatever it is that you need in your hotel room or in your hotel, you let Booking.com know, and they will find the stay that's best for you. If we can find our perfect stay on Booking.com, anyone can. Find exactly what you're booking for at Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app and take that trip. Don't be intimidated because you need all these things. Especially, I come from the perspective of traveling with little kids, but like in general, travel can be stressful. The place that you stay should make it as easy as possible, and do all the prep before you leave. Go to Booking.com, make sure you have what you need, and then enjoy your trip because you deserve it. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Jolie. Jolie is a beauty wellness company that purifies the water we shower in for better skin, hair, and overall well-being. Jolie's filter shower head is best in class for removing chlorine and heavy metals. It's the only lab-tested and clinically trialed filtering shower head on the market. It's clinically proven to reduce hair shedding in 81% of people. It's lab-tested to reduce hair frizziness by 40%, lab-tested to maintain color retention and protect the hair's surface layer. Chlorine is added to our water systems to disinfect it and kill bacteria, but chlorine is damaging to our hair and skin and fundamentally causes issues. Jolie fixes this. Jolie is an attachable shower head that you put on top of your shower, and it filters out the water that's coming through your shower. It has a beautiful, sleek design, the perfect combination of form and function. It still gives strong water pressure and fits all showers, as the plumbing pipe size is universal. So Jolie will give you your best skin and hair guaranteed. Head to jolieskinco.com/toast to try it out for yourself with free shipping. And if you don't like it, you can return your Jolie for a full refund within 60 days. No questions asked. Filtered shower water is a major key. I notice it a lot in my hair, like having just better, softer, less frizzy hair, you can also really see a difference in your skin, and then also knowing like your overall body health by not having these chemicals in your shower water is wonderful. So thank you. Today's stories. First up, Meghan Markle shares that her podcast is on hiatus. Confessions of a Female Founder will be going on hiatus, allowing Meghan to focus on other projects such as her series With Love Meghan and her brand As Ever. So she went on Emma Greed's podcast, who's like the businesswoman to the stars. And she just launched a podcast called Aspire. So she told Emma, what an amazing opportunity to pull back the curtain and let people see what's happening at the start. To have the opportunity to talk to so many female founders who've been on that full trajectory, that are on the other side of success, to be able to be really candid and vulnerable personally about my learns and stumbles along the way. And to then take everyone's advice, and mine included, and to say, I love that there's so much excitement and desire for another season, but I need to focus on my business. There is so much excitement and desire for another season. And typically when that happens with the podcast, then it's time to leave the podcast after one season, after 3 years of it. I'm sorry.
You're telling me she did a season?
She did a season. Remember? Oh, I wish I had my notebook, but I think the premiere date was like April 8th at Lemonada. And we were
But I feel like I haven't even heard anything about like the episodes.
Well, there's so much excitement.
Yeah.
That probably the excitement was sort of deafening.
This
and we
is
didn't hear anything.
Crazy.
That's really crazy. Like, it's crazy that she would throw in the towel so quickly when there's been so much hype and like so much money spent on her. Of course, there was like Archetypes, which was a flop. And then Lemonada picked it up and they teased it for a year. And then they finally put out episodes. They started in the beginning of April. So it's been 2 months and now she's not doing it anymore. And I don't care if 0 people are listening. You keep doing it, because at this point, this is embarrassing.
No, like this is now officially a pattern. Like there is just too much proof now. Like, you've had too many chances. Every single thing that they have done, it's either switched, they've gone like backtracked on. Like, this is crazy.
No, and like you can't help that people don't want to listen to your podcast, or that it's like not
Then
very
stop
good.
making podcasts.
But if you start and you're at this level and there's been this much hype and intrigue and you have so much to prove to people, you should keep podcasting and just like act like fake it till you make it, because this is just like, and the fact that she can't even be honest. I mean, she would never say like, it's a flop, I'm not doing it. Like,
Yeah.
or like, you know, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Instead, she's like, there's so much excitement. I'm so sorry, but I have to focus on With Love and As Ever. When literally she launched this podcast, she also launched With Love and As Ever. And it's like, why do all 3 things? You never needed to do it to begin with. That was the problem. So it's like, you're going to do it. You're going to talk about it. You're going to hype it up. Like, stick with it.
No, it's actually insane. Like, there's no way that someone is advising her.
No,
I don't know who her team is.
I don't think she has a legit team.
There's no way, because someone would be like, hey, like, you actually have to keep doing this. And there's no way that people aren't like also like putting out cash for her to keep going. Like, I'm sure Lemonada is like, no, here's another $1 million.
No, I'm
like,
sure
do
she
another
got like
season.
a big podcast deal.
Why not just be honest?
Because like she has too much. Like, I understand why she can't, and she can't,
No.
and she can't. But like this level of like untruthfulness, she'd be better off just continuing podcasting, even if she hates it. Just at least for another year. Like 2 months is a joke.
It's literally
2 months of a podcast that we've been waiting a year for.
2
is
months.
a joke.
2 months isn't a season. That's why I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, first season? Like, I feel like there's barely been any hype, anything. Oh, the classic. Oh, everyone's so excited. They love it so much.
I'm so
but
sorry
I
to let
can't
you
keep
all
doing
down.
it. Like, what? And like to focus on what? Her jam that she can barely like have a name for.
And her Netflix show, which like is enough for me.
I loved the Netflix show.
As a working woman, like having a Netflix show and a product line, like that is like a good life.
Yeah.
You didn't also need to do a podcast, especially when
Right.
you're not the ilk of a podcaster.
She
because
clearly
she's
doesn't
not.
like podcasting.
No, and like podcasting requires you to really like to talk a lot, to share a lot, and like to go beneath the surface in some way. And that's what was happening here.
It's just like she just like can't make anything stick. It's like driving me crazy at this point.
I know,
everything's just like so like this is the name. No, now this is the name. Actually, my podcast is Archetype. Actually, now it's a female founder. This and it's on Lemonada, and like I can't keep up.
And the thing about it being about other people, like interview style. It's like, okay, if we're listening to other people get interviewed, like you're not the one to do it.
Right. You're not an
Because
interviewer.
if we're hearing from you, like we want to hear about
This is the problem with podcasts, though. It's like everyone like wants a podcast, and all of a sudden you realize how hard it is to do a podcast by yourself. So then you're like, well, then I have to have people on. But if I'm going to have people on, then I have to interview them. And then all of a sudden you're a host and an interviewer that has no experience in hosting and interviewing.
And it's not about you, but it's your podcast and you want to make it about you. So you talk about yourself, and then people are like, she's talking like over the interview. We want to hear the guest. And it's like, wait, this is my show.
No, like it's literally like people, here's an idea. Everyone quit your podcast. Take it from me, a quitter. Like you don't need, I promise you, you don't need a podcast.
How long did you do your podcast for?
I mean, I did it for years. I'm no Meghan Markle.
No.
I mean,
you're not the same.
I had the sparkle, but I'm no Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
I don't know, like at least a few years. I mean,
probably
4 years.
Yeah.
But I quit. I went out. You know what was the craziest part about quitting my podcast? But the video blew up. Everyone was like, "Hell yeah, girl!" I'm like, that's actually like not the way you're supposed to react. You're supposed to say, "No, don't do it."
Well, your take on it was like refreshing, which is that like you can't do everything.
Yeah.
Like don't force yourself to do everything.
She should have watched my video.
But 2 months, like after 2 months, like that's something you should have known 2 months ago.
I know.
Like that's why you guys are not the same.
But at her level of celebrity, like you're telling me you don't have someone that like knows how to run business like at a high level. Like every single move she makes makes no sense.
So janky. Here's what I think. I'm sure she has access to like the best teams and firms and marketing agencies that would literally take over her Instagram, and she doesn't even need to ever be logged in. I think that she wants to do it herself. I think she thinks she knows better than everyone. Like what she's putting out on Instagram is very clearly put out by her and not curated whatsoever. And like she needs that Lauren Elizabeth eye.
She needs that Lauren Elizabeth
like,
eye.
as I've said, like it's giving Britney Spears Garden Edition.
Yeah, it's like if Martha Stewart and Britney Spears had a baby, that is Meghan Markle's Instagram.
And I say that with like no love.
With no love. Not with love, Meghan. With no love, Meghan.
Without love, I say that. And like the thing is, it should be Parchy. She has such good style. She has a whole fucking garden, a beautiful house, a beautiful woman. Like you don't have, like it's not that hard.
I actually watched
Just hire like a social media girly swirly.
Yeah, like a swirly specifically.
Like you don't even need a firm like...
No, like it doesn't need to be
Don
so high
Draper.
level. Yeah,
you need like a social media intern.
Like literally a girl that just like lives in Montecito or something that is a swirly that just like knows how to do content.
Like take a picture like you just did.
Yeah, I'd go for that.
Yeah.
She know who she needs. She needs like Paige Lorenz to like run her social media.
No, if like she could afford Paige Lorenz.
Yeah, she can't afford her anymore.
But she would be the biggest thing in the world.
For real, because Paige Lorenz is like literally the most perfect person on the planet, obsessed. But then
like she could take a picture of
Meghan
a
Markle
piece
sparkle,
of duty.
Yeah.
And like
she convinced me to buy it.
And it's Pargelish.
Yeah, no, like I'm obsessed with her, obsessed. But that's who she needs. She needs to like be like, hey, Paige, I know you have everything going for you, but will you also run my social media?
Yeah.
Boom. Like, bring it back.
No, that's literally all it takes. Like,
it's not hard.
But it takes like a certain person with a certain skill set.
I mean, this also kind of proves too that people are always like, influencing isn't a real job, podcasting isn't a real job. Because Meghan Markle can't even get it done.
No, and she can't even get it done to do anything.
So like, put respect on Paige Lorenz's name because Meghan Markle can't even get it done.
Yeah.
Think about that next time.
This is such an L.
You try being an influencer for a day.
You wouldn't make it.
You wouldn't make it. I just got done working. It's 5 p.m.
No, I love her. I actually just saw a clip of her, Michaela. She was on some like business panel or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like being a genius.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip? She was talking about how influencer brands are much more heavily scrutinized than other founder brands.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare, like she's fucking brilliant.
No, I was like, yes. But then obviously I had to, be a troll, go to the comments, see what everyone's bitching about today. Of course, everyone's bitching in the comments.
Oh, I saw it on Reels. I didn't think to look at the comments. I just sent it to Claudia.
I always go to the comments.
Oh, I always go to the comments too. I guess if I have a negative thought, I go to the comments to see if everyone else has the same negative thought. Right. But I had a positive thought, so I'm like, I'm free from you guys.
My favorite thing to actually do is like e-news/people, like every single time they post, my favorite just form of, I don't know, self-care is running to the comments because it'll be something like a reality star or whatever. And then every comment, who? Oh, why are you posting this? Why do I like, dude, if you don't care about pop culture, why are you following e-news every single time? So-and-so and so-and-so had a baby. Who?
I follow Page Six, and that's if I want to see like what people are actually saying about a story that I care about, everything is who. And it's like, first of all, agreed. Why are you following a pop culture page? But secondly, even people who like love pop culture, I'll see people that I don't know. I don't watch every show. I'm not a fan of every single person. Like, I don't need to ask who. I just expect that it's someone I don't know.
Why are you posting this? Who? It's like, get a life.
That word needs to be blocked.
No, literally.
Yeah.
But they probably love the comments, the engagement.
Yeah, but it's like, it's so pedestrian.
It's the best.
Like, it's not a flex that you don't know who that is.
Yeah, like
while you follow a pop culture account.
Exactly. Like, oh, like you're so great. You don't know who Meghan Markle is. Like what?
No.
But I'm happy for her. I hope that she like really is focusing on With Love Meghan. I would love another season of With Love Meghan. Is that the Netflix show?
Yeah, so from what I understand, when they shot the first season, they shot 20 episodes. They released 10 episodes. That's what we saw. So I think there are 10 that are ready to go, and they're coming back.
I'm ready for them. It's a great comfort show.
I never finished it, but I enjoyed my time with it, and I tried to make a couple things that she made. I just need recipes, like, in a digestible way. She doesn't have the recipes.
See,
she needs a blog.
That's where the money comes in handy. Hire someone to, like, take everything you did and put it in a website, like a Goop-style format. It's not that hard. You're literally one of the most famous people on the planet.
It's so simple. You can hire, like, seriously, and at this, you need someone who's like young, like you need an intern or an entry level position, because like the youths know what to do here.
And like we're shouting it from the rooftops. Like it has to come across her desk at some point. Like just give us recipes, give us a blog, give us a follow-up.
Yeah. This is what she said also. She said, people seem to forget that very rarely do people see everything that's happening behind the scenes. I could show a small glimpse of that, but equally, yes, I wrapped season 1 on my Netflix series, still had to promote it, still had to be in the edits. For season 2, we were in pre-production of one season while we were doing post-production of the other. It's constant. I just wrapped edits on season 2 of With Love Meghan last week, so it's still ongoing, while also doing a podcast, while also building my business. These are things you should have thought about 2 months ago.
Like what?
Like I literally, I feel
that
like
makes no sense.
I feel crazy because like I feel like I've tried to tell her this so many times, and now she's telling me, and I'm like, girl,
like we know,
but because you ignored it and like because you pushed through, you should have kept pushing through. Exactly. Is how I feel.
You should have just never done the podcast in the first place.
Me never think that I was right, and that make me think that I was wrong.
It's kind of like the best.
Even if
ever.
I was right, like make me think I was wrong. Do the podcast for 50 years.
She sounds like me, like on my Instagram story. Like, guys, you don't know what goes into like running a business.
Like day in the life.
I'm in pre-production. I'm in post-production. I'm doing this. Like, I can't do it all. It's like, okay, dude, like figure it out. Figure it out.
And it's like you're with Netflix. It's not like you're like seriously sitting there on iMovie editing the show.
Yeah, literally. It's insane. It's actually insane.
So even
though
right, I'm like, you can never predict what I'm going to say about Meghan Markle, really, because I don't think anybody like saw
today.
It coming.
You went hard.
I don't think anyone saw coming that I was going to be like the one defending With Love Meghan like the hardest.
Right.
Today I went hard because I've been saying this, and so now I feel like I've been proved right, and I didn't want to be proved right. Like I actually just wanted her to like just keep up the facade, and especially if she was going to take it down to like not make us feel so stupid. Like there's so much excitement, so I'm mad.
There's so much excitement for season 2.
I take podcasting really seriously.
As
like,
you should.
And, like you take sketch comedy really seriously. I take podcasting 100%. Really
you guys, 2 months for one season. 2 months. She has no time for another 2 months.
I'm sorry. It's unacceptable.
It's insane.
Unacceptable.
Done.
Are you ready for our next story, which is some really sad, shocking news?
Oh, yes.
Anne Burrell went into cardiac arrest before her tragic death. So Anne Burrell, it was announced, passed away yesterday. The Food Network star went into cardiac arrest and was dead on arrival, a rep for the New York City Fire Department told Page Six on Wednesday. Her rep has yet to respond for a comment, but she was found unresponsive and unconscious in her Brooklyn, New York home on Tuesday morning, a police department spokesperson told Page Six. Her cause of death has not been revealed, and an investigation is ongoing. I think the night before she was like at a comedy show. Like this was just very sudden and very shocking. Again, she's 55 years old. So I think people are really shook by this, especially like her longtime fans, which do include like a lot of my sisters because they like grew up on Food Network.
Well, yeah, I feel like she's like such a familiar face.
Yeah.
Like it's like she's just like always on the TV. Like no matter where you are, she's on the TV. And when I saw this, I was like, wait, what? Like she's so young.
Yeah.
Hate, like absolute hate. So sad.
So sad.
I don't even feel like it's real.
No, I know. So sad.
I hate when people just die out of nowhere, sudden, young age.
Before their time.
It gives me the biggest pit, like such a star. I'm just, it makes me feel icky inside.
I know. I've actually not watched her show because I only got into the Food Network like 2 years ago because Claudia and Olivia used to like watching
Which
it
one
growing
was
up.
her show?
I don't know, but I know that Claudia and Olivia used to watch it growing up. And maybe now I'll watch it, like just, you know, in tribute, but also to understand like what a legacy she left.
She really did. I feel like she was always on my TV.
Because I do love a cooking show.
There she is.
Did you watch cooking shows growing up?
I only watched like Giada, I feel like. Maybe a little Rachel Ray.
I've been seeing Giada on the gram a lot.
I feel like you got to get into Giada.
Yeah, no, she's been doing Pargy content. She's like obviously.
And she has a gorgeous young daughter. That
she does. I saw her
she's
daughter.
on TikTok with a lot too.
She's beefed up her social media strategy.
Because she has a swirly in her life.
And it's reached me. And I enjoy. And she's had some like viral videos. She's just like always cooking. And she has a product line of like pastas and stuff. So
yes,
she's got like.
I got sent her pasta. I haven't
so it's
tried
like
it yet.
it's literally what Meghan is doing. Like it all is interconnected. Like
Yeah.
here's my pasta recipe. Buy my pasta. Watch my video. Here's Pargy-liciousness. And like.
It's because she has a daughter telling her what to do, probably like influencing her, telling her what to do. Like, Mom, this is what the people want. This is what the people need.
This is how you do it.
It all comes back to needing a swirly in your life.
Yeah.
But something about Giada, it's like she's the type of person where I like look at her and I'm like, oh, I want to be you when I grow up. I don't know what it is. I think she's just like so like naturally like beautiful and like motherly. And I'm like, that's what I'm going to be like as a mom.
Yeah.
I am a mom and I'm not like that, but we've still got time till Olive realizes what's going on.
No, and I think also when we're in like the stage of motherhood that we're in, it's like there's not that much time for like, you know, whipping up like a salad dressing or a pesto pasta from scratch. But like, I think when your kids get older and like they're in school, like you then get to like look at stuff like that and like take on hobbies. And I think it changes. So I feel like where we're at now, like it's okay that we're not Giada.
I know, but I'm like still constantly, I'm like thinking like, oh my God, am I like fucking up my daughter? But then I'm
because
like,
didn't make her pesto pasta?
Like, yeah, or like, what is she going to think about me when she's older? Like, is she going to hate me? Like, what if I mess? Like, I'm like so crazy.
Yeah, I guess that's just like always.
Is she going to be like, she's
monologue.
the heart of our home?
She's going to be like, she looks like a painter.
She's gonna be like my dumb, stupid whore mom. No, like, is she gonna think I'm funny?
She's
is she gonna think
you're
I'm so annoying?
Cool.
Like, I'm like obsessed with what my daughter thinks about me. She's not even two, okay? Yeah. But I'm like, I want her to like idolize me, and I like it. I've put a lot on, you know, on my mental. I'm like, I have to be a perfect mom.
But like, I feel like you're once again underestimating yourself and fishing for compliments and playing the
No. We're doing a bit.
But I feel like you have to zoom out on Lauren Elizabeth, like the pargiest lady in the land, like
Jackie.
And you're famous. Like she's gonna think that's cool. She's gonna think that's cool. Like you've worked with Logan Paul. She's gonna think that's cool.
She's gonna be like, oh my God, you worked with Logan Paul. No, she's gonna be like, you're friends with Jackie Oshry.
Yeah, like she's gonna watch you on the toast.
But I just feel like it's like a normal like mom thing to think of, like, what are my kids gonna think when they're older? Because sometimes like, oh my God, Mom, you're so lame, you're so annoying.
Yeah, I also think with mothers and daughters, it's even more so, you know, because like it's just a different relationship.
It really is different. Like, I feel like even just being with my friends that have like boys, I'm like, even the stuff that you have in your home, like everything is just like so crazy different.
No, like everything's like Hot Wheels. Like what?
Like you have all different Tonys than I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are these?
Yeah.
They're like, duty.
There is a poop Tony. It's supposed to help with potty
is.
training, though we didn't use it for potty training. It's cute. Like
No, I mean, I loved getting the reaction from the crowd. Yeah, it's great. I love it. But I just think that, like, you know, when you watch Food Network and stuff, it just, I don't know, it reminds me of being a kid.
No, and like you
want to
create that environment for your kids of like home and hearth. Like, she's the center of our
like Joanna
home.
Gaines. I never watched them though. Joanna.
Oh, I like Joanna. She has a
like
show on
her.
her network on Discovery Plus, like Magnolia. I didn't watch her building show.
Yeah.
But she has a cooking show. It's actually very similar to With Love Meghan. I think it's the blueprint for With Love Meghan.
Got it.
It's amazing.
No, yeah, I need to watch
But
that.
I just feel like we need to take the pressure off ourselves because like we won't have like a Food Network environment in our homes until our kids like aren't in high school, you know, until you have the time for that.
True. I mean, I do make a dressing every now and again.
Me too.
I mean, I make the time.
But you know what's gross? Like dressing that you make and then you put it in the fridge. Like I don't want to.
You don't like that?
I don't want to use it again. It like separates. It looks.
You shake
yucky.
it up.
It like really.
Did you not order the frother last night?
I did order the frother.
Put the frother in it.
I use a frother like when I'm making like electrolytes, and they all will break and die. And like Lauren Elizabeth is like the queen of frother life. And I was
you must have a lot of these.
I was like,
you?
what do you do about these? They never like literally one was charging all day, was green. I went to use it, didn't work. She was like, yeah, they all are shit. Like you should throw them away and get battery operated ones. It's supposed to be here today, my new frother.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to change your life.
How many frothers do you have in your life?
And I was calling by the way, you said your people have a lot of these, don't
your
they?
people, like the people of LA. And
like the wellness swirlies.
And you drink matcha.
Yeah, I'm a matcha girly. I have tons of frothers, but like you said, like they die and then they don't come back to
awful.
life. Yeah, I just toss them.
I'm tossing them now.
You
I'm
have
not
to
keeping
toss
broken
them.
shit.
No, you can't keep.
And I'm going to get one super frother. That's never going to let me down.
You never know. You can only be so sure.
Yeah, I'll link it if it works out. Because you got to have a frother these days.
You really do. You put the frother in the dressing, you know.
Well, then I'll need a dressing frother because the idea of using that in my like electrolytes is really yucky.
No, actually disgusting. But you could have a savory frother and a sweet or like whatever frother.
I agree.
That's what you need it for.
You put the frother in the dressing. I love that. Mm-hmm. Look at you, Food Network.
Oh my God, Yahoo!
Are you ready for our next story?
We are.
It's little legal news, really shocking, because Tyler Perry has been accused of sexual assault in a $260 million lawsuit filed by the Oval actor. That's a show of Tyler Perry's. The actor's name is Derek Dixon, which is like really so crazy. I feel like suits like this happen sometimes, but we never, like, it's always a John Doe or someone anonymous. So like the fact that it's someone's name and that they're working with him like currently. Yeah. Or at least like, I think so. So he has been accused of sexual assault and years of sexual harassment by actor Derek Dixon, who's suing the Medea creator for $260 million. Dixon, who's an actor on his show The Oval, so that is present, alleges that the movie producer first made sexual advances towards him after inviting him to his home in Atlanta in January 2020, according to court documents obtained by Page Six. Not to like get off track, but that is like the same time of Megxit when like Tyler Perry was sending his plane.
I was literally about to say this all comes back to Meghan Markle.
Yeah, not that she has anything to do with it, but like
no, but like they're besties.
This alleged incident, like it was a busy month for Tyler.
Yeah, he had a lot going on.
He did. That's just weird because like it's just the same month and year. Like so that was just
it's crazy.
Noteworthy.
In
the lawsuit, Dixon says that he drank too much and slept in one of Perry's guest rooms. He alleges Perry got into bed with him and touched his thighs, but he rejected Perry's advances. In the lawsuit, there are a lot of different instances and text messages and parts of his complaint that you can get into. But this is really, really shocking. I feel like Tyler Perry is like just so beloved and respected, and like this feels very incongruous with what we know about him. So we'll wait to see what happens, but very surprising.
It's surprising too because he's like such like a big like force. Like I feel like he's like an empire.
Yeah, he
You know what I mean? Like he's like not one of like the typical like like actor, producer. Like he's like legit like
he's an industry.
One of his movies is currently like number 2 on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
That I
No,
saw.
he's a whole industry.
But obviously we don't know if this is true or not, but putting like the horrific, potentially true sexual assault allegations aside, how does one like go about being like, yeah, like it's $260 million?
Oh, how do you come up with that number?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like usually it's like if you don't get the job, it's like loss of income, and then also like emotional damage that like could have resulted in like therapy, and then like loss of other jobs that just like totally derails your life. But I don't know how you get to $260 million.
And that's like a lot of money.
Yeah, like even with like the Justin Baldoni thing, like not to bring him up extraneously when we didn't.
Oh, you didn't even ask me my opinion.
I didn't, and I'm gonna have to get your opinion. But like his suit was like $400 million, and I feel like when I think about it, it's like okay, the worth of like the second movie that he lost.
Oh, okay,
and like his name being tarnished. His name's not worth $400 million to me, but the second movie is a couple $100 million.
Because I feel like it's also like has to do with like how much maybe the person you're suing is capable of giving you. No.
Yeah. Well,
because like you can't sue me for $260 million. Where are you getting, if you win, where are you getting $260 million from?
I don't know. Do you just like pay them for the rest of your life?
I'm never gonna have $260 million.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Like, I could give you like maybe like $1,000 a month till I die, but like that's about it.
Yeah.
Like, go back to yesterday's episode. I'm broke.
Right. She is planning a wedding.
Yeah, like I don't have time for that.
What do you think?
Okay. Okay, honestly, like the problem is like I'm like a toaster.
Right.
So
You've been influenced?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm like usually like whenever you guys say something, I'm like,
The thing is on this though, Claudia and I are kind of split. Like we're not identical opinions. So who do you like stand more with?
Well, I actually like saw the movie. So I never like knew anything about Justin Baldoni before, like what was he, like Jane the Virgin or whatever?
Yeah, I didn't watch Jane the Virgin.
And what was it called? In Ends With Us? Hot.
Oh.
Like he's not my usual type. He was like, I was like, oh, okay, daddy. Like
a fresh perspective.
A fresh perspective.
No one said that yet.
No, like let's we not forget, like in like a Getty image, not hot.
Okay.
In the movie.
In a moving picture?
In a moving picture, hot. And like her, like she's just always like Serena Vanderwoods. And so I was like, oh, I'm seeing Serena Vanderwoods and like all grown up. I loved the movie. Also, like as a mama, like when she's like having the baby and stuff, bawling crying in the movie theater. I was
you
like,
read the book?
Of course I read the book.
Okay. And
but like,
still the movie got you.
The movie got me. It really did. And I read the book so long ago. So I was like, I would have loved a sequel. Also, that other guy in the movie, what's his name? Brandon Sklenard. Hot. Great movie.
How was she,
Blake
though?
Lively? Hot. Like and I thought she actually did a really good job.
Even with the clothes and
but
the
like,
Michigas.
I'm not like someone that like, I don't watch Oscar nominated movies. Like my bar is pretty low.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like a film buff or whatever it's called. However, when it comes to the lawsuit, did you see this? Now I'm getting sidetracked. Did you see?
She has my answer. Nobody wants to give me a straight answer.
No, I'll give you a straight answer. But this is a mama related thing. Did you see how like people are thinking
stroller?
The stroller? Yes,
Yeah.
the stroller.
I did see that.
Do you ever push your stroller with one hand?
Well, a lot of people push a stroller with one hand if they're wearing a device on the other hand that tracks their steps. Because if you're wearing an Oura ring,
so specific.
No, like that was like established. A lot of celebrities do that, but also I've noticed it. Like if you take your kid for a walk in your Oura ring and you're looking to get steps, but if you keep your hand on the stroller the whole time, they don't count.
Oh,
so I don't know. Like I'm not to give her an excuse, but then also people were like, "This is an infant stroller, and she has like an almost 2-year-old."
If I turned my stroller around, I don't think you would see Olive's legs hanging out.
But also, that's not the infant. That's the upper baby, and that's not the infant.
Yeah.
That's not the bassinet. That's the toddler part. Like you put it up at 6 months, but like Charlie still sits in that one. Harry would sit in that one. Like you would see their legs. So that's the only thing to me that's like a little.
I don't think you would see my daughter's like from that angle too. Like maybe you'd get like a little glimpse, but like there's a world in which like you wouldn't see her legs. I just think people are like reaching.
But also like you could be pushing an empty stroller if you just dropped your kid off at school or at a play date.
True.
Yeah, like
I don't know. People are like
you're
really
walking
like
it home.
going after it.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, I am team no one.
So for that instance, it's like maybe the stroller was empty, but I don't see a bad intention. Like I don't think she was trying to pull one over or on anything. Like, or maybe she knew the paparazzi were there, so maybe they were with like a friend or a nanny, and she like took her out of the stroller and gave it or him and gave it to someone to walk separately so that they wouldn't be photographed. Like that to me, whether the stroller was empty or not, like I don't think she's trying to pull one over on us.
I don't either. I don't think they.
And that wasn't an infant stroller seat. Like that's very much
that was
the
a
toddler
toddler.
seat.
That was a toddler.
What
seat.
stroller do you have for like your everyday?
I weirdly have the Silver Cross.
Oh, Olivia has that one.
Yeah, I love
fancy
it.
pants.
It's very fancy pants. I mean, obviously, I didn't buy it. So
Claudia gifted it to Olivia for like that was her gift for
yeah. Oh
having
my
a
god,
baby.
it's so nice. Like love it. But I'm not like a big huge like stroller person.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, you'll have to see my stroller haul on Patreon whenever I get around to it.
Yeah, no, I have one stroller.
Did you see my garage? Like it's
full
of strollers.
It's full. You got all the equipment.
I love strollers. I'm very passionate about them, and I get gifted a lot of. I'll always accept the gift of like a stroller.
Yeah, not enough people are wanting to gift me strollers, honestly.
So I can really like. I have a lot of stroller. Like
I've never had an Uppa baby. I've never had a Whoopa, a Duppa, like anything.
The Uppa baby is my favorite.
That's what
for a single like for every day.
I was a Duna girl for like literally like a year and a half.
Duna's the greatest, but it serves a different purpose.
Right. But I'm also like now she like wants to like ride a bike and like walk around.
Right. Now we have those blue cars, like you saw the blue cars that like you push like so when we go to like the mall or something and I need them to be seated, but they don't want to be like super confined. Yeah. We push them in cars.
I just think I have one stroller. It's good enough.
No, that's correct. I'm just
You're just a crazy person.
I know. I just like options.
I love an option.
Yeah, I don't know. Baby gear like really gets me going. Are you ready for our next story?
Yes.
Well, I need to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Beam Kids. So if you're like us, school's out for summer, it means more to do, less time, and more chaos. So getting the kids to eat healthy is hard enough during the regular year, but in the summer, forget it. Yeah, routines are off, meals are on the go, makes it almost impossible for us to ensure that our little ones are getting all the vitamins that they need every day. Like they need to be eating their whole food pyramid, and it doesn't happen every day, if we're being honest. That's why we're so excited to introduce you to Beam Kids All-in-One Super Powder. These kids supplements have everything that the kid needs in case you are having a little fast food, a little ice cream for dinner. So many kids supplements are all missing something, right? One will have greens but no probiotics. Another has vitamins but no fiber. So Beam Kids is packed with over 40 essential nutrients, including greens, fruits, vitamins, pre and probiotics, literally everything kids need for healthy growth, strong immune systems, and steady energy throughout the day. It's pediatrician formulated, third-party tested, and co-created by Olympic gold medalist and mom Shawn Johnson. I learned recently that Beam is Shawn Johnson's company. Yeah, and like she's a trusted girly. Yeah, she's a mom and an athlete and is obviously very in tune with all of these things. So they've launched a brand new chocolate chip cookie flavor that tastes like dessert and works like a multivitamin. So if you have a picky eater, they will be asking for seconds of their greens, if you could believe it. Let that sink in. Making it as simple, you combine 1 scoop with 8 ounces of milk, shake, stir, or use your new battery-operated frother because you're so excited about it. Make sure to use the sweet one, and you're good to go. Breakfast, lunch, snack time, bedtime, Beam Kids fits into any routine. Now's the perfect time to try it because Beam is offering an exclusive deal for our listeners. For a limited time, you can get up to 35% off plus 2 free gifts when you go to shopbeam.com/toast and use code TOAST at checkout. That's BEAM.com/toast and use code TOAST for up to 35% off and 2 free gifts. Thank you to Beam. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Quince. As the temperatures start rising, we're feeling that familiar urge to refresh our closets. But I'm not wasting money on pieces I'll only wear once or just for one season. Quince is changing that. Their clothes are timeless, lightweight, and far more elevated than anything else at this price. It finally feels like your wardrobe can match your standards. They have 100% European linen shorts and dresses from $30, luxe swimwear, Italian leather platform sandals, and so much more. The best part is everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middlemen, Quince gives you luxury without the markup. I feel like every season and every, shape and size of an iteration of my life, I just want a couple great pieces that are going to help me get me through. I can style them a million different ways. I can wear them a number of different times. They are going to stand the test of time. And Quince is one of my first destinations to find pieces like that, especially with summer. So give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/toast for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/toast to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/toast. Today's episode of The Toast is also brought to you by Thrive Market. Now, Thrive Market is one of my favorite brands. I just got a huge box from Thrive Market, and it has made everyone so happy, made mealtime easier, snack time easier, and less screaming, which is always a major key. Thrive Market is like your favorite health food store, but it's online and way more affordable. So it is an online grocery store. You have a membership and you get the best prices, the best brands, the best foods. If it's on Thrive Market, you can trust that it's made with better for you ingredients. They have premium brands like Primal Kitchen, Siete, Who, and Simple Mills. Made the Simple Mills pancakes last night. The kids were wanting pancakes and so we had pancakes, and I had Simple Mills once, so I didn't even feel bad. It's all delivered to your door and up to less than 30% than what you'd pay at traditional stores. Everything they sell is non-GMO and meets incredibly high standards. They actually ban over 1,000 ingredients that are still allowed in the U.S., things like artificial dyes, preservatives, and seed oils that we have been trying to avoid. The site is super easy to shop. You can filter by diet, if you're gluten-free, paleo, keto, low sugar, vegan. Sometimes I'll filter by vegetarian options just so I can see meatless things because we only eat kosher meat. So it just makes it really easy to shop. And you can skip the junk without overspending. Head over to thrivemarket.com/thetoast to get 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift. That's thrivemarket.com/thetoast. thrivemarket.com/thetoast. We love Thrive Market dearly. Our next story is some cute kids news. Today's turning out to be a very kidgy episode, which, I always love. Kylie's daughter, Stormi, is hilariously throwing shade at her King Kylie era. So Kylie took to TikTok on Monday to share a video of Stormi, who's now 7, her reaction to a throwback photo of Kylie wearing a blue wig from her King Kylie days, as we all remember, the iconic time. She said, "Did you dye your hair in that photo?" And Kylie said, "No, it was a wig. Mommy used to love wearing wigs, colored wigs." She's like so shocked. She said, "A blue wig with a red outfit?" Kylie was like, "I know, it's not good." Stormi said, "It's not a good combo." So Kylie captioned it, "Stormi just discovered the King Kylie era." As much as, okay, this one picture of the red shirt and the blue hair, like, it's not.
Oh, wow.
It's not amazing, but like the King Kylie era is like what made Kylie Kylie.
It was iconic.
Like, it's what separated her from the pack. And like at the time, it was the coolest thing. So she can't really have any regrets.
Well, and it was also like the biggest deal because she was like supposed to not have blue hair for Kim's wedding.
Right.
And then she ended up having blue hair, I think.
Blue tips.
And I always go back to like, okay, like if I remember like at the time I'd be like, oh my God, let her do whatever she wants. But like now if like one of my friends was like, oh, you like, I want to dye my hair blue for your wedding, I don't know how I would feel. I'm kind of Team Kim.
To dye your hair blue, and unless you're Kylie Jenner, like absolutely not. Sorry. I was Team Kim. However, like the Kylie blue hair was such like an iconic moment in time.
It really was.
And especially since the marriage didn't last, like now it doesn't matter. But for the time that
True.
they were married, like, and you could be mad that you've ruined my wedding pictures, like, I don't know. It's sort of like captured like this moment.
Yeah.
And it's like I think it actually is not that disruptive, even though for anyone else in any other pictures in any other time and place in history, I'd be like, are you crazy?
Because it's also like it's blue. It's not like, oh, like crazy haircut or like, wait, I also like thought she was dyeing it all the time. I didn't realize she was always wearing wigs. Was it always a wig? Not the tips.
I don't think. Yeah, not the tips.
Yeah.
I think they wear a lot of wigs, even when they go from like long to short.
Yeah.
Then she had like green hair and sometimes she has blonde hair. And I think when they do dye their hair, it's like a really big deal. Like when Kim dyed her hair for the Met Gala and like it's a whole storyline on the show. So I think the other times it is wigs.
Because us like us normies are over here thinking, you know, oh, they're just like dyeing their hair.
Yeah.
Going from long to short extensions. But like in reality, they've got because they look real.
Yeah. And I think sometimes they just like wear wigs. Even like just for regular
protect
like
their hair.
like just it's another hairstyle and it's also really thick, and I imagine like all these years of treating her hair and like doing it every day and dyeing it like they do, like I can't imagine their natural hair is like unbelievable, like thick and like not like, how is your hair like not dead?
Well, that's like Ariana Grande's hair. That's why she had like so much like damage
From
and
Nickelodeon.
everything. Yeah. I don't know.
So I think a lot of celebrities wear wigs, even though they're not doing anything. They're not having blue hair. They're just like having full hair.
But I love this like age where it's like it's just like a little adult. Like Stormi's just having like a full conversation with like opinions with her mom. I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, but Stormi like needs to recognize like the blue hair built that house.
The blue hair built that house. The blue hair like is
the blue
a legacy.
hair like is almost as integral to the success of Kylie as the lips.
Well, because what came first, the hair or the lips? I think the hair.
I think
she was
the
younger.
Lips. I think the lips. She started changing her lips like when she still had black hair.
Right.
But then like
the lip kits came out with no blue hair.
Right. But like the blue hair just like really cemented her as an icon, even though like blue hair isn't iconic.
Right.
But like for her, it just changed.
It changed the game.
Yeah.
Because she just became like her own person almost.
Yeah.
She was different.
Yeah. She was like owned from her sisters, but then also just like she carried it off so well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that about all of her different wigs. Like she used to wear like lime green wigs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Not my favorite, or when she would go blonde. Like not, but like the blue hair.
Yeah.
She crushed it.
It was iconic at the time. Can you still get a Kylie lip kit?
Yeah.
Do they still sell them?
Yeah. I still use them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're at Ulta and KylieCosmetics.com. Oh. But I feel like she prioritizes like her other products. So like all of my favorite lip kit colors over the years, a lot of them like she doesn't even make anymore. She doesn't make that many colors. Like she used to make so many colors, and now it's just like a bunch of random ones.
I mean, it's hard to keep up with all of the different Kardashian endeavors. You know, like can you still get Kim Kardashian's makeup line, or does that not exist?
So that was rolled into KKW Beauty is now going to be.
Well, isn't it called something else now?
I think it's a part of. It's fusing with Skin. And I don't know what the name is.
See, it's confusing. It's hard to keep track.
Well, that one's really confusing. Like, it's always been confusing.
Because that one, because then it has nothing to do with Skims, but then there's like a little side quest. Then you have Good American, but now we also have Cloud.
And we also have Skims and Good American, which like both, there's a need for both, but like technically similar.
Then we have Lemmy. Mm-hmm. Lemmy's good. I take their like sleepy ones. And I started taking their deep bullet ones. I'm not sure if they do anything though. But they're good.
You don't look bloated.
Oh, thank you so much. Cloud Popcorn not my favorite, but I like
and now
that it has protein.
It's going to be Cloud Foods, so like she's going to put out more.
I'll
foods.
take more, for sure.
Of like clean food with protein. Great. Sign me up. If they sell
I'm
at Thrive
down.
Market, use our code.
I'm surprised they haven't gotten more into the kid space though. Now that, especially since like they've had so many babies. Stormi's 7. Like there's
I feel like they've tried a little. I remember they like
swimsuits, like
Kylie has
wellness.
Kai, her clothing line, which I think is really successful, even though it's kind of under the radar. Like
it's not very, it's very low key.
it's not like as big as Skims or anything, but
Right.
like I think people really like it. Margot Oshry is always wearing stuff.
Really?
And like if I were looking like Margot Oshry, like I would shop there too.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like very like drop model, like just
but
a
it's,
few
like,
pieces.
cool.
I mean, it is cool
Like
stuff.
her you should shop there. Like her style, Kylie like looks amazing, and then they're like
think it's
they're kind of
expensive,
like
though.
ready to wear versions of like the things that she wears.
Oh, okay.
I love.
No, I'm down.
Not that I can participate.
I just want Stormi to come out with something. I also watched the Astro World documentary the other day. It was spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It gave me a pit.
What compelled you to watch it?
I don't know. It was like number 3 on Netflix. I didn't feel like getting into something. I just like wanted to watch something really quick. And it was just really sad. And then obviously like Matt and I were bickering. He's like, yeah, but it's a concert. And I'm like, it could have been avoided. Like I turned like went like really like mom mode. But I don't know how you come back from that.
Yeah, he's doing stuff though.
I know, but like I still kind of ship him and Kylie.
Are you sick? No.
For the kids.
They have Timothy. And also they have
Timothy
Travis.
and her are never going to get married and they're never going to have children
Okay,
together.
I don't
You're
think they're going to get
crazy.
married. I do think they're going to have children.
There's no way.
She wants more kids though.
How old is he?
Like her age.
Let me ask you
something.
he's a man in the arts. He's gonna be like Brad Pitt. He's not gonna have kids for years.
I
calling
don't think
it now.
that's true. I don't think he has like the mindset of a Brad Pitt. I think he's a family man and like loves his family.
Yeah,
and
but
loves
it's not
Kylie.
till he's like at least 35. LA time is different.
But if Kylie wants more kids, which she's always said she wants a
Yeah.
really big family, and that's her man,
they won't have kids for years.
equals
Years.
they're having kids.
Years. You're gonna
And
be
like Travis
waiting.
was never even like a good, like aside from the Astro World stuff and like
Yeah.
he was never even like the greatest like boyfriend to Kylie. Like
Yeah.
there was always like rumors they were skirting. She was always like in trouble because of him. Like how unfun. Now she goes to the Knicks games and she goes to the Oscars.
No,
and, like,
I do love like this. Like she looks gorgeous.
Get on board.
I'm on board. I just don't think that they're gonna be like getting married and having children. I just can't see it. I don't know why.
'Cause it's
maybe
too
because
good
to
to
me
be
he just
true.
looks like a like scrawny teenage boy or something.
No, I think he's got depth.
I mean, clearly he does. He's an actor. He cries for a living.
For sure, but I think like he loves family. He loves his sister. His sister just had a baby. Like he loves his parents. He loves Kylie. He loves kids. Like
They're not getting married. They're not having kids.
I agree with you about getting married.
LA time is like, if you were getting married around 30, people would be like, oh my God, are you crazy? Like, you're so young. And it's like, no. 30's
But that
not-
only really works for guys then. And then like those guys that marry younger girls.
Exactly. And she already has kids. She's held over.
So he thinks that he can like
He's
get
got more
away.
to do. Yeah.
Unless this is the thing that would split them up one day if he doesn't want kids and she does. But I don't think he
we're
would
gonna
lose
see
her.
it.
I don't think he would lose her.
I don't know.
I don't think he'll lose her.
I don't know.
Our fifth and final story, little kid adjacent news because Lindsay Hubbard reveals whether she's returning to Summer House after becoming a mom. So like Lindsay was like kind of set off this wave of like obviously Summer House is changing because Lindsay won't be going back. Lexi's not coming back. Paige isn't coming back. Lindsay is coming back. She posted a carousel saying, "Be fucking for real. Of course I'm coming back this summer." She said, it's just going to look a little different for me since I'm a whole ass mom now. But she says she is coming back to Summer House. So I imagine it will be different, but she'll be there. Maybe she'll be there like, you know, in a Danielle capacity, like coming for parties.
Yeah.
Friend of. She'll maybe like come to the house on a Friday afternoon with the baby. But like, I'll be shocked if she sleeps in the house.
I feel both ways because like part of me too is like, just because like she's like, this is a job. Like, you're allowed to like hang out with your like just because you're a mom doesn't mean you can no longer work and like hang out with your friends anymore.
For sure,
and
but,
like have fun.
But how, like logistically, if you
Dude,
need
she's
to,
rich.
If you need to sleep at a house from Friday to Sunday every weekend over the summer, and you have a
but maybe the nanny's in a house in the Hamptons too.
right, but like so she's just not sleeping, and then she's running back to the house. Like, how can you really be in the
Maybe.
drama?
But my
The
only
nanny's
thing now
in the summer house.
maybe the nanny's like in the house next door.
Right. I'm open to that.
I'm open to that too, but my only thing that makes me like a little nervous is that like maybe she is going to be in the drama because she's going to be like drinking a shit ton again. Because I feel like this past season she was so awesome because she like wasn't drinking. And I think being a mom changes like the way you drink anyway. But like I just feel like when you're in that environment, like maybe you feel like you have to like go hard. So like maybe she is going to be maybe she's like going full, like she might be diving head first. I don't know. It could go both ways.
And I don't judge, and I'm really open to everything. I just feel like logistically, if your baby's in the house next door, which would make sense, or even she sleeps there, she doesn't have to sleep in the house. She could leave at midnight and be with her in the mornings, whatever. I just feel like your mind is elsewhere, and it's like, are you really going to be involved in like West's drama?
But she's also like co-parenting, so maybe it's like on the weekends, like every other weekends, like you're with your dad.
Oh, that's cute.
You know what I mean? So like maybe it like is special daddy-daughter time. But I just hate like the like, you know, like the like random old ladies that like watch Bravo that are like, she's a mother, she shouldn't be in the summer house. It's like, fuck you. Like, she's a mom. She can do whatever she wants.
No, and it's not because she's a mom that she shouldn't be in the summer house. But, like, so far we know who's staying. It's, like, West and Jesse, Lindsay.
Like, why would you want to be there?
Kyle and Amanda. And it's, like, they're skewing with the oldies a little bit. Like, when we were, like, beefing up this, like, new, you know, because
the Lexi thing makes no sense.
A share house is for 21-year-olds.
Right.
So, like, why are they going all in on the 40-year-olds?
Right. Like, it's like how, like, when like you guys go to the Hamptons, it's like with all, like, the kids. And, like, well, like, she should be in a different share house.
Yes, and that's a different show, which everyone keeps saying, like, yeah, we might be getting. But like when I'm
clearly not getting that
I
now.
want to watch Jersey Shore of the Hamptons, and I want young people.
But I think like we could like maybe like get like Lindsay activated again. Her and Kyle have also been like all chummy.
We're gonna
like,
drum up this old beef.
Maybe
we're gonna drum.
I don't know. I'm so sick of it. I need Amanda to divorce Kyle. I need Lindsay to like go like start a new share house. But I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it.
And honestly, all my hopes were like held on Lexi. And she's not there.
It makes no sense. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but we talked
about
offline.
It offline.
Yeah. It makes no fucking sense. Why would you not ask her back?
It makes no sense. She was the future of the show.
Like, so you're telling me you don't want like a crazy, weird ex-lover dynamic in the house? Hello?
No, and then like she's going to be single. There are going to be new guys in the house, hopefully. New girls. That Jesse might be with a new girl in front of Lexi.
So you had to put Sierra through that for one summer, like being with her ex in a house, but now like Jesse doesn't have to experience it. Like, you know what I mean? It just makes... So is Sierra coming back?
So far, yes. There's not been any word that she's not. And I think like when Paige told, like she said to like Sierra and Amanda that she wasn't coming back, it was like they were upset because they are not upset, but like they'll miss her because they're there.
Yeah. I don't know. I just I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You know who needs to get kicked off? Kyle.
The casting director. That's who needs to be kicked off.
The casting director needs to be kicked off. Kyle needs to be kicked off. Lindsay can do a friend of situation. That I'll have. And then did you see Bailey got engaged?
Bailey.
Yeah.
So she did what was best for her.
Yeah, she just got engaged. She's actually a silly girl.
Yeah.
She comes across my desk every now and then.
I saw a video of her like outside of being someone from Summer House. She was just like being a creator.
She actually has a personality.
Yeah. I understand why they casted her.
Exactly.
And then I understand why they sent her home, like, because she's getting engaged and like.
Because like we don't like know enough to care about like you're getting engaged to like a random
and we
man.
don't want to hear about like your random boyfriend. Like we don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
So I understand.
This whole thing is a shit show. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, no. Now I'm curious.
Bring back the Workus sisters.
Now I never watched during their time.
It was, and Carl's then coming back too,
but
right?
Literally, like that's the direction we're heading down is bringing back the Workus sisters.
If Soft Bar doesn't open by the end of this fucking summer, I'm burning something down.
People are saying that Carl is coming back, even though it was reported that he's not coming back.
He's obviously coming back. What else is he gonna fucking do?
I know he has like a whole business.
Like he has a whole 700. Like I don't know. I saw someone doing the math. It takes like $700 million to open up Soft Bar.
Yeah, no, I think it's 700,000.
No one needs that much functional mushrooms. No one.
No, it's a little nerve-wracking.
Whatever.
Good luck to him. And then what I was going to say about Love Island.
That's what I was going to ask you.
So last night's recoupling, I actually liked the way that they did it with the doors because it was like each couple, they both had to choose each other. Like your door wouldn't open if you didn't pick that person and that person didn't pick you. So like it didn't just get to be like someone deciding who they were going to couple up with and then that person being in a couple that they didn't want to be in. So we really needed to see like if Ace and Shelley chose each other, which they finally did. And I'm happy for them, even though like why won't anyone ask Ace why he chose Amaya in the last recoupling? And I do feel like it's a little bit like to give them just like a little bit of adversity so that now they're a strong couple and then more of a winning couple, because if they coupled up in the first episode and then they were together through the whole season, like that's kind of boring. That's like Huda and Jeremiah and nobody's really rooting for them. Like, but when you face a little adversity, there was another woman, there was another man. Who's she going to choose? Who's he going to choose? Oh, they chose each other. It's so sweet. But it's like, it's not, because she never fucking liked Austin and he never liked Amaya. So, okay, I'm glad you guys made it together, even though that's where you should have been the entire time. Austin and Amaya coupling up was really cute. I think it's like not anything serious, but I'm glad that they chose each other and that neither one of them, actually no, that Austin didn't have to go home. Amaya's a serious crazy person and That's just on the casting directors of Love Island.
What about Huda?
Oh my God. So
But
Huda,
like, what is going? Because people are saying that like she should like not be on the show.
so she shouldn't be on the show anymore.
But, like,
so
why?
she was like day one with Jeremiah. They were like so like closed off to everyone, just like in a couple, like really liking each other. And a lot of different things happened. Like, first of all, they were really fucking annoying, especially like they would like fight about like dumb shit. They both, 3-4 days in, other people are coming into the villa and they're like, no, we're together. Like, she doesn't want anyone asking Jeremiah out. And it's just like very territorial when that's not the spirit of the show, especially 4 days in. Like, you can get to that place of like being so you'll ask someone to be your girlfriend, but like to do it 4 days in is just like so inauthentic, and it made everyone feel like they are scamming or they're not genuine. And she was just like always sort of picking fights with him from what we've seen. And he seems like a little bit he kind of stinks a little bit, but like compared to her, I feel like he's almost blameless, which I know is really crazy, but like her crazy is on another level. But then what happened was they're the strongest couple in the house. They think they're crushing it. Like every time the other guys like go for another girl, not their partner, she was like, you guys deserve better. Like just being like so pompous, whatever. Thinking like, we've got this, right? Yeah. And then America gets to vote. And like,
this is what I fast forwarded through.
What she doesn't know is that America fucking hates her, like does not like her.
Oh, because they have no idea what's going on.
They have
outside
no
of the
idea
world.
what's going on. So like these new people came in and America got to vote who these people couple up with. And America voted to put Jeremiah with the new girl. And so the blonde girl. Yeah. Huda is, for lack of a better term, crashing out.
That's what I was going to say. Everyone's like, Huda's crashing out.
The whole house is trying to understand why America did this. Like, obviously, America has seen something that we haven't seen. Oh. And these dumbasses come up with the conclusion that clearly Jeremiah is not as into Huda and like is saying things that they think that we tried to save Huda from Jeremiah. By the way, not we. I didn't have a chance to vote. I didn't watch this live, and I wouldn't have done that.
That's actually crazy.
I wouldn't have voted for them to be together because it's not fair to do to Iris. She deserved like a real chance. So her conclusion is that they're protecting her from being with Jeremiah. But literally, this is why like we need to open the schools because think a little, take it one step further. No, if we wanted to save Huda from Jeremiah, they would have voted Huda to be with one of the two new guys, right?
Oh, yes,
Not to have her then be single and almost voted to go home. Like the fact that and it's sad because like it's a serious like mind game. I saw someone tweeted something really funny. They were like, I wish we could send them like care packages and messages like on Hunger Games. Because it's literally Hunger Games. Like you're doing all this stuff in front of America. It's like happening. We're watching it the next day. And then we get to vote on it. And so like they don't know what we've seen. And like what America did like completely messed with the entire house. Because this was like the strongest couple.
That's actually the craziest thing.
And America voted to break them up. And she's like taking it to mean that Jeremiah has been doing stuff that we've seen that means that he's not good enough for her. And it's like, no, we've seen your relationship. You guys are fucking annoying and nobody wants to watch it anymore. And this girl had expressed a little interest in Jeremiah. So wouldn't it be funny if we put them together? Oh my God, she fucking spirals. And so then Jeremiah,
so she's just like fully crashing out?
The whole house, yes. And like the whole house is like in shock over this. And like a lot of the girls are like trying to understand like why America did this. And like they're close with Huda, but like she's taking up all the oxygen in the house. Like literally then the next day they go on, the three new couples of like recouplings go on a date. They come back, like two of the couples had a really nice time. They start talking about their day. Huda like just starts losing her mind that like they had a date sitting on the beach. She goes, that's my dream date. Like just sit on the beach. First of all, like your house is on the water, like go down to the sand.
Yeah,
you can
like
go sit with Jeremiah on the sand. But like acting like one, the producers don't plan the dates, and the two, like sitting on the beach is unique to you. So crazy. She's going around the house, like just cursing Jeremiah out. She's like listening to the boys' conversation. She's literally in the bushes listening. So she hears what like Jeremiah is saying about her. And it's just so bad. Then she like pulls Iris like for a talk to understand what happened. And the whole house is like, they go up there to like make sure everything's okay. Cause like at this point, everyone's scared of her. Like the toxicity has reached another level. She's not handling this well. And she just keeps bringing up like the same fights. Her and Jeremiah keep like pulling each other for chats. Then like you think they're going to get to a place of like detente. Like maybe we could just like start over. Like they're even talking like with their legs intertwined with one another. I'm like, are these two about to get back together? And then they're speaking two different languages. Like, let me tell you what happened. So she's like saying something and he's trying to defend himself or whatever. And she goes, you're not gonna sit here and convince me to make me like you again. He goes, I'm not trying to make you like me again. And then she's like, what? She's like, you don't. She goes to the house. He doesn't even want to make him like me again. Like,
no,
it was like seriously. And I don't like. both like nefarious intentions, but also just like dumbness, like where someone says something, goes through one ear and it comes out as a completely, because she's done that a lot. Like even he had said like, Iris is not my type. Like it makes me sad that I'm not sleeping in a bed with you anymore. Then with the recoupling last night with the doors, it was like, who is Jeremiah going to go for? Who's going to open, whose door is going to open for Jeremiah? And he went for Iris's door, like to say for once, and her door opened, and Huda had left her door open for Jeremiah. But like this was Jeremiah saying like for once and for all, like I'm done with this, like I'm moving forward. Even if like Iris isn't like, they're not romantic, like he doesn't want to be involved in the Huda situation.
So does Huda go home?
So then this is where the Islanders, I fucking hate them. The second week in a row where they get to choose who goes home, they get to vote. So now in the bottom two is Jalen, who is a pea-jam of a man who came on the show with one girl in mind, Olandria. Olandria was in like a loveless relationship with Taylor. Like every time they talk, they have no chemistry. They literally like don't even kiss outside of challenges. He does. It's just like no. And she's a queen. He comes on, he sees her queenliness, and it's like, I'm here for you. They go on that date. They do massages. They have nice conversation. She only lets him like kiss her on the cheek, which like I respect that. Like you don't need to kiss everyone, but then she comes home and kisses Taylor on the mouth, which they never do. I'm like, oh, so you like literally hate Jalen? Okay, cool. And like then when the time comes, her door does not open for Jalen, the new guy who's been like so wonderful to her, and her door opens for Taylor. So that's them saying like, even though we like haven't liked each other for the last 2 weeks, like we're committed and we like each other now. And now I see. So Jalen's vulnerable. Then Huda's door. She's the other person who didn't get a door open for her. So she's in the bottom two. And now the Islanders get to vote who they want to send home.
Oh no.
And it's like, of course, well, to me, I'm like, numbers wise, all the boys are going to vote to save Jalen. All the girls are going to vote to save Huda. But Iris is going to go with Jalen, of course, because she wants Huda gone. Get this person out of here. Like she has been ruining the last 2 days, like to the point where the show's almost not enjoyable. Just watching this person like spiraling like the Tasmanian devil, like running around the villa yelling at everyone. And it's like nobody else's like storylines can develop. Everybody's so fed up with her. They're rolling their eyes like. And I can't even imagine what it's like being there. It's to the point that they didn't even let her talk to Iris one-on-one because they were like scared that she might do something. So I'm like, this Huda, like your time has come. And last week she was in the bottom three and they had to vote someone home. And they voted off my Charlie. Oh my God, I was so upset they voted off Charlie. Like, there are, like, some of the people on the show are, like, better or worse. And no one's, like, that amazing. No one's that, like, terrible. But, like, there's a couple guys that, like, seem like solid good guys who are, like, really just, like, zoned in on the girls that they like Jalen. And Charlie and Hannah had finally, like, reaffirmed their love for one another. And these fucking dumb bitches sent Charlie home. When, to me, the correct person to send home would have been Taylor, who had like made zero connections up until this point. But for the guys, they could have sent Huda home if they all voted the same. But Austin, he voted for Taylor, which was the right choice when you look at who should be there still. Huda's good for the drama. She should have still been there. But if the boys had all voted the same and sent Huda home, it would have been Huda. So then my boy Charlie goes home, and it was before his time. I was sick from it. Seriously sick. Justice for Charlie. Come on the toast, Charlie, if you hear this. Like, we love you. So then, now we have Huda versus Jalen, and we are voting to send home.
Currently?
Last night.
Okay.
And Jalen just came on the show. He's clearly like a person looking for love, a serious person. He's a bit older. He's a truck driver. He works hard. He loves his family. He loves Alondra. She didn't go for him, but like, he deserves a chance to find love in this villa. And like, he's the obvious choice to save. And these fucking morons saved Huda, this person who's been ruining their experience in the house. Even like so many people went over to Huda's side. Why did Ace go to Huda's side? Why did Iris go to Huda's side? Like if all the boys had voted the same and Taylor went to Huda's side, whereas like Ace voted to send her home last week. He's been like the biggest antagonist in like trying to like undermine Huda and Jeremiah, which I flipped from what I said with Claudia earlier this week. Like now I had an appreciation for Ace. I think that maybe like he's with Shelly. Shelly was like, you better stay with my girl. Like, you know, they voted as a couple and they sent Jalen home. Like literally this is why we can't have nice things. This guy was such a good guy. There for the right reasons. Huda's not going to meet anyone else in the villa. She's only going to torture Jeremiah further. I don't know why they voted to save her. I feel like one, they think it's better I feel like the castmates think it's better television if she stayed. Maybe they think that America loved Huda and they tried to they literally think that. So they would America be mad at them if they send her home? America is big mad. And also now the show is like getting to a place where like they are so messing with these people. Like I feel like the Game Masters, it really feels like Philip Seymour Hoffman in Hunger Games, where they're just like totally, and especially compared to the last season I watched, and I had heard that they brought in new Game Masters. They brought in people from Love Island UK to really like turn it up. And a lot of things that are happening in these like elimination ceremonies, like we never had the door thing before. We never had 2 back-to-back ceremonies where the Islanders had to vote off their own. Like it's much more intense. And less like, I choose this girl, I choose this boy. Like it's very cutthroat. And it's almost like they're making these people go crazy. And and these people have no access to the outside world. And like what I would give them advice if I could is like, at this point you have to tune out America because they're just like messing with you. Yeah. And if you know something else that's going on in the house that we're not seeing, then just go with your gut. Like, don't worry about the audience reaction because we see something and then the next day it changes. That's literally what happened with Charlie. Yeah. So listen, this guy comes in, he likes Hannah, who's Charlie's girl.
Okay.
And Hannah's like, I don't know, she's feeling horny that day and just wanted to hook up with everyone. And she starts like making out with Charlie, like, not Charlie, making out with the new guy in like the speakeasy room and like they're hot and heavy. And it seems like she's ready to jump ship from Charlie. So when America had to vote, who do you want the new guy to end up with? They were like, well, Hannah, he likes her and she seems done with Charlie. Then that night we watch an episode of her being like, you know what, I was so stupid for doing that. Like my connection with Pepe is like meaningless. And like with Charlie, it's like so meaningful. And like she literally goes to Charlie and like apologizes and he apologizes because like they're just both so sorry and they both realize how much they like each other. 5 minutes later, recoupling, America voted for Pepe and Hannah to be together because we just saw, not me, I didn't vote. We just saw them being happy together, thinking she was done with Charlie. So they have to start ignoring America, even though it's fucking hysterical. And like when Jeremiah and Iris were put together, like seriously, that was, people were saying like the best,
what I watched.
The best TV they've ever watched.
Like crazy,
but like now it's starting to like because of the delay, it's like influencing things in an unbalanced way.
Yeah.
And I think like spending your time thinking like, what does America think about me? Like stop trying to like win Love Island.
They're definitely doing that though.
Of course, because everyone wants to win and everyone wants to be like a social media star from this. But like you'll all get followers. Like follow your heart, go with the people that you like, and like stop doing things like for the game. Even though the game has become like very almost like Traitors-esque, where it's like less about just like chilling in a villa, who do I like, and more like cutthroat. Like
how do I win?
How do I, yeah. And like, how does America's having a lot of say? I think the Game Masters are also like really reading every tweet and then like adjusting. And then there's also a couple challenges down the line that they do every season. I feel like they'll do it sooner, where they read people's tweets in a challenge, like people who are talking about it. So it will be something like, when is Huda going to find out that Jeremiah said? And that's how they find out like what things that they didn't know were happening in the show.
Shut up.
And so it's just like, I don't know if the house can handle it.
Okay,
They've been through a lot. They've been through a lot. And maybe start watching from now. Like
that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm caught up.
The early episodes are really boring and it just got good. They just like fucking turned up the heat.
Yeah.
And it's really the Game Masters doing it, not even the Islanders. They just like, they were going about their lives. Huda and Jeremiah are the strongest. And then like to find out that America did not like Huda and Jeremiah and they can't figure out why. And it's just like, oh, well, we didn't like her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm in.
But anyways, the Islanders have zero of my sympathy anymore. They had an opportunity to save themselves and like end this section because she's not going to meet someone now. Like she's so caught up in Jeremiah. How could you possibly meet someone? Anyone who's coming in has watched all these episodes. So because the new bombshells, they see everything. So like she's not going to find a connection. Jalen could have found a real lasting love, the mother of his children, because that's what he was looking for. And they're disgusting for the way that they voted. And I'm fucking done with them. And that's your Love Island
And
recap.
That's that on that.
Thank you for listening and being engaged. And I needed to get that off my chest.
I'm happy for you.
It needed to be said. So tomorrow we are off, and then Friday I am here with a guest who, I don't know if he's watching Love Island, so it needed to be said right now. Lauren Elizabeth, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you so much for having me, Toasters. I hope I didn't let you down.
We
and
love
thank you to
so
Jackie
much.
O.
You're the best.
Thank
always.
you.
Where can everyone follow you? Get your marble pill tray.
At Lauren Elizabeth on everything and laurenelizabethshop.com. And I'll see you when I see you, girls.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.